Hello, hello. Thank you for coming and seeing me today. I am very excited to read your tarot and see what the universe has in store for you. Today, the deck that I'm going to be pulling from is a totally unofficial Adventure Time tarot deck by Catherine Hillier. I'm going to be doing a 10 card spread for you. To hopefully get an insight into many aspects of your life. The cards have already been shuffled, just to show you what this deck looks like before I lay them out. It has this beautiful design on each card of the sword, the chalice, the flowers and coins, and then beautiful blue holographic design on each of the sides. So, first thing I want to do is lay the cards out in front of us and just get a sense for which 10 cards are calling to me in regards to your future. Now, just so you know, I cannot be held liable or responsible for anything that you may find out from these cards. I will not testify in any court cases, and that was on the waiver that you signed on the way in. So, again, we're going to want 10 cards. You can already tell which cards are not for you. Wonderful. Okay, move these out of our way. Alright. So our first card will represent you in the present. Oh boy. So, I see that you have been acting very mischievous, an anti-hero of sorts. You have been doing it for the plot. You have been partaking in Brat Summer. You have not been the best version of yourself. So, you have had anti-hero on loop for quite a while. Very strong start here. Our second card will represent what's blocking you, what our problem is. The 5 of Coins. Five of Coins is 2 figures. You may see. Sure if that's helpful or not. It seems like it's actually not. But on this card we see 2 figures outside of what seems like a church or a bank maybe. The 5 of Coins is usually representative of financial difficulties. Perhaps you have made some poor decisions. Hence the Devil card here. Perhaps you spent all of your money on knickknacks, tchotchkes, or during Brat Girl Summer you've hit hard times. There are mental difficulties that are blocking your way, which is why you have been acting out in such a manner. Usually this means that you're not having faith in yourself, which I completely understand given that you have not been acting like a very good person as of recently. So these make a lot of sense to me. You haven't been able to get your bag because you've been acting out. So the biggest struggle for 5 of Coins is just being aware of it. So it's good that we've got here. The third card is your Reset Past. And here we see Queen of Cups. And on the Queen of Cups here, you have a better look. She is sitting on a gorgeous throne by the sea. The Queen of Cups has a lot in common with the sea. She is sometimes angry or rough, but other times she's calm, cool, and collected. People find that she is often very dramatic. And so I can understand how if you had been called the drama queen so much you would enter your villain era. So, you were being a drama queen, perhaps about your money, and that caused you to enter your villain era. And what this card means, showing up, is that you want to pay close attention to your feelings. You want to make sure that you are manifesting, you're listening to your dreams, that you're processing your emotions in a healthy outlet. Because if you don't, that's how you become the devil. It is quite a slippery slope, but one day you're pushing your feelings down and the next day you're the devil. So, I know. Completely understand. Our fourth card here is going to represent your near future. And this is an interesting one. The Fool. So here we see the Ice King, known fool, and Gunther, one of my favorites. And what's exciting about the Fool is that it represents, first of all, the fourth card is your near future, but the Fool represents a desire for change. And so even though the world is difficult and unknown, what's nice about the Fool, or what the Fool has going for it, is that nonetheless it chooses to go on that journey, which is a very exciting memoir to get. After our recent past here, we were dramatic, drama queen, we entered our villain area, we're low on cash, we are not in our bag. But soon we will make a change. And that's very important. That is a good sign. That's a good sign that you are not going to be in your villain era forever. Some people are, but this is what I like to see. I feel less afraid of you as a person, and also your complete future now. And so your fifth card represents what you're focused on. Well, this card, the Emperor, you see Jake, and he is sitting on a throne. And the Emperor is quite a stoic ruler. He's very harsh. He is the symbol of authority, of control. It's time for you're focused on taking over the world, of making things happen for you. In your villain era, you've been quite focused on world domination. So that is a little scary. You have a lot of control in this moment. It's what you're focused on, which makes a lot of sense to me. You've been dramatic, no money, villain era, and you want to keep going, and that is what you've been focused on. And that's frightening. To be quite honest, I don't really know how to feel about that. It is a choice. It is a choice, but like we said, you are going to need to change soon. So, I shouldn't judge you for your present, but we are going to move forward. We are going to make a change, and that's the most exciting part, I think. The 6th card is going to represent your unconscious. And this is the 3 of coins. And here we see Lumpy Space Princess, who I really connect with because people also tell me that I'm annoying, so I really appreciate that. But the 3 of coins is about self-expression. They're an artist. They've developed skills over the years. This is a sign of encouragement that you want to keep going. You have developed your skills. And I'm understanding, I think I may have read these cards wrong so far. You see, maybe the great change that you're about to make is you really are about to take over the world. This is your unconscious. It's a sign to keep going. You have mastered a skill, and usually the world rewards you for that. So that's very exciting for you. 7th card represents powers and your influence. And here we see the 7 of Wands. Which I don't think we've had any wands in our deck yet. That's exciting. And so, what we see in the 7 of Wands is just one person on the card. And they're being attacked, but you're not able to see from who. And this makes the character on the 7 of Wands wonder if this is overly happening inside of them. It's internal conflict, or the questioning of that. It's about maintaining success or position. And perhaps you will need to really think on your success, or you will really need to work for your success and work to hold it after you have taken over the world. It won't be easy for you to be evil and conquer world domination. There will be internal conflict about it, and you will need to work hard for your success, but the thing is that everyone will see how hard you have worked for world domination, and they will respect you more for it, actually. So the fruit of your labor will shine. The 8th card will represent your environment and your outside influences. And here we see the Ace of Cups, which I think overall is a very cute card. But I don't believe that's what it's trying to say here, truly. But what we do get from the Ace of Cups from that outside influence are people who are naive. They have great feelings, but not a lot of maturity. They will not wield great success, but they will give you a lot of ideas for, so to speak, what you can make successful. And so they're there to guide you along your path, which, as we look here, perhaps evil minions who can help you along your path to world domination. Like I said, I do feel quite afraid for you, but you will be very successful in your path, and so in that sense I am quite excited for you. These are very strong cards to get in these positions. And so your 9th card will represent hopes and fear. The world. Surely we see conflicting characters. We see grass all around. We see characters on the side, conflicting sides, but this is also a very dynamic card in this position. It's very, very iconic in the tarot world. And what we see here are the 4 elements. We see each corner of the earth. And this is also a very, very strong card in this position. And what this usually represents is something has been put into motion, whether consciously or unconsciously. The world is turning. And usually it's a good sign that the universe, that nature are working together to meet your goal. Usually things are changing for the better, and so I could understand if you were afraid that they were changing for the worse, that your quest for world domination would soon falter. Fear not. The world is on your side. I'd also just like to say that I am on your side as well. Yes, I'd like to put that out there now, that I too am on your side. So, when things are going good for you, don't forget about me. This last card represents the outcome. Here we see the 9 of Wands. And our 9 of Wands is a firm, courageous figure. It represents inner strength. It reminds you that you have the power to accomplish your dreams. So what we can only take from that is that you will stand firm and reach your dreams of world domination. I'm quite excited for you on this journey. You will have to think of me when you get to the very top. And you are remembering those who helped you along the way. Thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to make an ally of you for all your dreams come true. I hope to see you again soon.